Fox is a good player, fairly consistent. He's pretty solid. He's definitely got a lot better more recently. I think playing at like LAN and playing comp at a little bit of a higher level has definitely elevated his gameplay a bit. I don't think Cholo knows how to play against Gideon right click. Probably didn't even need the flash, honestly. That guy's dead. He's dead, right? Your asset fighting Gideon. What do you struggle against Gideon? Gideon's pretty easy to play against, to be honest. He's just like, you just gotta respect his ult, and you have to respect the root. You have to try to play like a corner if you can, and then just like focus on pressuring wave. Gideon has like really, he struggles to clear wave and poke because you have to use both abilities to clear if you want to match clear. So like, if you're playing a higher clear character, you can just try to shove fast, and you'll have better luck that way. He's red, so I actually die here. Never mind. Anyway, I'll trade it. I don't know why my Decker would auto that guy though and not give me the kill. It's like really troll. I think he'll count us for it at least. Sleep Token, this generation's Creed. Sleep Token is phenomenal. Don't ever disrespect him like that again and call him Creed. Creed has like 3 or 4 good songs, and they're a Christian band. Creed's not, or Sleep Token's not really a Christian band. Like Sleep Token's not really dad rock, to be honest. Such power. I'm trying to think. I feel like Sleep Token would be closer to like this generation's like Metallica or like AC/DC. Like they have a lot of really good songs. That's what they would be. Not one good song. That's a terrible fucking thing to say. That's also like not even true. You're probably sitting there listening to like fucking, I don't even know what the fuck you'd be listening to, dude. Something stupid probably. Probably listen to like fucking NF. Fucking Jelly Roll. I can't even hate on Jelly Roll. He's got a good voice. I can't even hate on him. He's a big man, but he got a good voice. I can't even hate on him. Bro's out here listening to like Luke Bryan. I think Sleep Token sucks. Okay, buddy. He's a fluffy king. He's a big guy, bro, but he's got good. I don't even dislike his music like that. He's got a good voice. Like, it's not my style, don't get me wrong, Well, he's got a good voice. I can respect that. You know what I mean? Anyone that listens to Nickelback loses the right to call any other band bad. Nickelback is a good band. You can dislike the people in the band. Like, Chad Kroger's not a good person. But you can't disagree with the fact that they made absolute bops in the early 2000s. Their newer stuff kind of sucks, but their time period, you know? But you can't tell me that they didn't make bops. There's a reason they fucking are rich. We'll just say that. Then, because I tried to kill him because I thought we were gonna dive. Bro's out here pinging it. That shit wasn't even close, man. Motherfuckers, when Photograph comes on, like I said, bro, you don't have to like the people, but you can't tell me the music doesn't slap. Like, you're telling me that shit comes on during a cookout, you're not jamming. You know what I mean? Like, you're 2 beers in, you're telling me you're not singing along to Rockstar. I don't fucking believe it. There's no way.
I can feel it in my fingers.
It's not physically possible, bro. Same way if Fire comes on, bro, you're singing that shit, bro. It don't matter. It's on at the cookout, you're fucking getting down and dirty with it. You're hitting the high notes even, like.
Hold them until then.
That's just how it works, man.
Stars, I see your light.
You can disagree with it all you want, it's true. I only speak facts. I do, but I do it ironically. Yeah, sure you do,
Look
buddy.
at this photograph. Every time I do it, it makes me laugh.
Oh, a big snake.
Ooh, I'll add that to the collection.
I sense it.
See, people be like, I do this and this out of, like, to be ironic. Like, you ain't being ironic, bro. You're just saying that to try to cover your ass because you don't want to be made fun of. Why did my first auto not apply that?
I feel it. A taste of the stars. It was my pleasure. What a strange sensation. Your destruction is nigh. A taste of the stars.
Damn, I want my Soulbinder stack.
Once more from the void. New power. Fall before me.
Yeah, Nickelback in 2025 is hard, cringe, and forced. Look, I'm just saying, man. Hating on Nickelback is like hating on Nirvana. Like, I could say Nirvana sucks, but like at the end of the day, they're incredibly popular and you have to respect it. Or like, you know, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, like, you could say they suck all you want, but at the end of the day, they're like fucking millionaires because their music was good enough to be, you know, listened to like that. And you gotta respect that, whether you like them or not. Like, I don't like country, but Wagon Wheel comes on, bro, I might be feeling it, you know what I mean? That shit's a bop.
I'm ready to open the black hole. How does that feel? A taste of the stars.
Wagon Wheel will get you up no matter what. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a bop. You don't even gotta like the genre of music or the person that makes it. Don't mean it's not a bop. That's just how it is.
I can feel it in my fingers.
Discord the Nirvana comparison. Red Hot Chili Peppers is a better one. Oh, Nirvana's overrated as fuck, I'm gonna be honest. It's true. I think they're overrated as fuck. Nirvana makes my ears bleed.
Another step. Await my return.
They created a genre, and I can respect what they've done. That doesn't mean I like their music. I'm not hating on them because I'm like, man, I hate Nirvana. Nirvana sucks. Like, they should never make music again. It's just not my style, you know what I mean? I don't like them.
The stars shall return.
Trader doesn't know the matchup. I mean, he just keeps trying to stun me and then walking into ult distance. You can't really play like that. It's kind of disrespectful. Best thing they created was the Foo Fighters. I'm not a big fan of the Foo Fighters either. But I'm just saying, like, they're good for what they are, and I can respect what they've done, but that doesn't mean I have to like them. Nickelback is the same way. You could disagree that they're good all you want. At the end of the day, they're probably, you know, I hate to say it, but Nickelback's probably in the top 100 bands of all time in terms of, like, most listened to. I feel like that sounds right, even though I hate to say that. But I would not be surprised if that was a true statement. They're rarely your go-to. I feel like Foo Fighters are, like, just forgettable, honestly. I feel like that's the problem with Foo Fighters. Nothing against them, but I just feel like they don't make, like, insane bops. They just make, like solid music, you know what I mean? Like, if it comes on, you're not skipping it, but you're also not like, I'm gonna go listen to Foo Fighters, you know what I mean? What about Blink 182? They're just solid. But I don't think anybody's disrespecting Blink 182. I feel like Blink 182 suffers from they get overplayed. But I don't think they're overrated or anything. Because most of the people that talk about Blink 182 actively listen to Blink 182, like, exclusively. Like, that's like, they, like, really like Blink 182, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody's really like, I don't think they're overrated, you know what I mean? And, like, everybody knows Chop Suey, you know what I mean? Like, you might not like them, but it's a bop, you know what I mean? It's timeless. Like Wagon Wheel, like, so it comes on, bro, you're out here, you know what I mean? Oathkeeper on Gadget. Why would you go Oathkeeper on Gadget? You're kind of like a long-range mage. You don't really want to be in auto-attack range. They're just better items on Gadget. Like Entropy and Megacosm and Wraith Leggings and Noxia.
Easy now.
Feel it in my fingers.
Having to buy Tainted on Gadget feels like ass. Tainted is one of the best items in the game. You can hate it all you want. See, I wish, so like in Deadlock, for example, or at least on like their stat website, like the stat website for Deadlock, like Omega City equivalent, you can see like the amount of damage that you have anti-healed. So like the amount of healing that you stopped with anti-heal. I wish you could see how much you actually probably anti-heal in a game to just see how strong it actually is. because it is way stronger than I think most people realize. In terms of like the actual value that you get. Like, I really don't think people understand how much anti-heal actually is relevant. For example, 2 health pods late game, 330 HP times 2, that's 600 HP. You anti-heal 40% of that. That's like 300 HP effective value that you're reducing on somebody. Just think about that. Late game, you hit people with an ability, you apply anti-heal, that's 300 damage that you're dealing just through, like, them not healing it. So, like, it's effectively 300 bonus damage. That's insane. And that's not including, like, healing from abilities or, like, you know, passive regen, all that kind of stuff. Like, anti-heal is incredibly strong. Not to mention, it already has, like, really good stats. Like, it being 70 power is still strong compared to, like, you know, items like Megacosm at, like, 60 and stuff like that, which kind of lack a little bit of the power. It has HP, which is insanely strong. HP, like, you don't do damage if you're dead. Cooldown is nuts. Great stat. One of the best stats in the game. You know, right up there with, like, movement speed. And the passive is nuts. It does true damage. It's actually, like, an insane item. How can one of the strongest items feel like ass? Well, it feels like ass because you don't see that 200 damage that you're reducing. Like, this is why I said, like, effective damage. So, like, you don't see them not getting 200 HP. Like, it's not Delta's damage, it's Delta's them not being able to regenerate it. So, like, it's effectively 200 damage, but you just don't see that 200 damage. That's why it doesn't feel as good as, like, you think it does. Like, you know, you build Noxia and it procs, you're doing 200 damage instantly. Tainted is like, you're reducing them from healing 200. Could it even show how much you're anti-healing? I mean, I don't know if, like, Omida can. But I know, like, Deadlock, you can see that. Like, via, like, an Omida City equivalent website. Which is actually really cool. Because it lets you see how much you're actually anti-healing. Theoretically, they could, for sure. Yeah, damage shielder would be nice as well. Fun fact, though, if you shield yourself, 100% of your shield is counted as mitigated damage. That's why Shimby ends up with like 100k mitigated at the end of the game. It's because all of the shield damage counts as mitigated. Should be broken. She's good. I wouldn't say she's broken. Got a wolf timber. Thank you for the fucking 5 months, by the way. I didn't see the sub earlier, but I appreciate it. If you're still in here, I was not egoing. I apologize. Ain't nobody pulling that shit, bro. Body block it. Oh, Nino didn't sell me on the fight. Hold on. Did he get better while I was gone? I get silence when I was so high up. He has Galaxy Greaves. Lord catching a nerf next patch. They'll probably put it to 1% HP instead of 1.5. If you skip Sky Splitter on Grux, you feel like it's a must build every game. I think you should have Ashbringer at the very least. Sky Splitter is like, it's kind of game dependent. Like, some games you need Tainted early, so like in games you need Tainted early, you go like Ash into Tainted, or Tainted into Ash, or Tainted into Sky, and then you get like the whatever one you didn't get third, or you go into like more of a tank build. It just kind of depends on how the game is going at that point. So like in some games, you might have to skip it, because you have to go Tainted Blade. Or you have to skip Ashbringer, which feels really bad in my opinion. Ashbringer to be removed or reworked. It's very unhealthy for the game. Like Omen, Penumbra, those are okay. Ashbringer's just like unhealthy. It's unhealthy, especially when it procs on abilities as well. Like Grux right click proccing it twice on itself is insane. Like that's very silly. Can I explain why it's unhealthy? Because basically you're supposed to have punish windows, so if I'm playing against somebody and they miss their ability, for example, Grux pull, he shouldn't be able to instantly get it up again. Ashbringer allows you to basically circumvent haste and cooldown like restrictions. So like when you build haste, you get diminishing returns. Like right now I have 38 haste. 40 haste is about like 25%. So I have like 23% haste right now. Something like that. Basically, if I have Ashbringer, it doesn't matter how much haste I have, because I'm getting a straight reduction on my abilities. Which makes it, you know, OP. That's why it's unhealthy. So basically, like, you want punish windows, and you can't have punish windows with an item like Ashbringer. Or, like, it significantly reduces punish windows, which makes characters that are already strong, like Grux, to, like, 1v1, even harder to 1v1. I'm just gonna stop you from backing. Like, you ain't back in there, Kev. I mean, I'll trade that all day. It's so worth. Holding Kev hostage, of course. So basically, like, Omen and Cresselia aren't haste. Like, it's the same way with Ashbringer. They're not haste. They're reduction of your current cooldowns. So like your actual haste is applied first. So if you have 20% haste and you have a 10-second cooldown, your cooldown is 8 seconds. So whatever you're getting from Omen is applied on top of whatever your current cooldown is. So if your cooldown is 8 seconds, it's applied to that cooldown. Ashbringer is the same way. The problem with Ashbringer is that it has no internal cooldown. So like Omen, you get one proc, right? You get one quick proc, etc. Ashbringer procs on every single auto attack, so there's no cooldown. And if you have an ability like Rux right click, which applies on hit effects twice, you get that hit twice. So if Ashbringer is what, it's like 13% or something on player hits. 12%. Every time you right click somebody as Rux, you're getting a flat 25% off your current cooldown, regardless of how much haste you have. That's insane. Because you're getting a right click into an auto attack, probably 36%. You might as well just not have cooldowns. That's why it's unhealthy. It's just very abusable, and it's an item that's either OP or unbuildable. Like, you can't balance an item like that. Like, how would they balance that? At an internal cooldown, it's unplayable. You can't build it anymore. Right? Like, it's just one of those items where it's, like, either unbalanceable or it's fucking OP. Like, that's it. Ray won't remove it. I mean, I don't even necessarily think he has to remove it, per se. But it just needs to not be abusable. And the biggest problem with the abusable part of it is just the fact that it procs on a lot of abilities that proc on itself. So, like, Rux right click goes on cooldown when you click the button. So, like, that, 25% cooldown reduction that you're getting from right clicking somebody applies to the ability that is reducing your cooldowns to begin with. It was the same problem with Sereth. That's why they had to change Sereth Q, because Sereth Q is like that. Where, like, you would press Sereth Q, it would go on cooldown, and then Ashbringer would proc on her Q, and then also reduce the cooldown of the Q, so then you had infinite Q. Very abusable. As long as you remove a lot of the niche cases like that, it's a little bit more balanced, but it still is, like, one of those items where it's, like, it's either abused and OP, or it's unbuilt. It's just the nature of the item. It really doesn't matter about stats and stuff like that. It's just the nature of the item and the passive. It's either I abuse this item and it's OP, or I don't use the item at all. Just the passive. I mean, it's, like I said, it's one of those things that, like, you could try and adjust it, but it's pretty impossible to fix. They proc only on crits. I mean, then it's just unbuildable. Like, that's the problem, right? Because that means you can't build it early. Which is kind of when you want to build the item, because that's when you have the least items. And, like, theoretically the least haste. I mean, Tectonic was actually a good item. They should have kept that item in the game. They should have just capped the passive. Would have made it a lot better. Like, I would say Tectonic was way less of a problem than Ashbringer is. In terms of, like, balancing. There's 3 good augments. The cleanse one is not that great. It's also if nature itself refuses to let Grim get hit by Gideon rocks. True.
Shall we show them the power of the stars?
Alright, I can only play one more game, unfortunately.